Hello, I'm George Herbig with Weather Now Kentucky, and on our YouTube video today, we're talking about a pretty nice heat wave moving through, and also a big uptick in storm activity. We're talking about potential for a storm on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, in this video, we'll probably talk a little bit more about Thursday and Friday, as because Sunday and Saturday look to be a little bit more questionable because short range models just haven't gotten a hold of them just yet. But you'll want to watch the entire video. Starting off, what I want to show you is the overall kind of outlook on the temperatures here. It's going to get quite warm. Actually, real quick, Paducah makes it all the way to the mid-90s. It's going to feel like in the hundreds for some places, depending upon where that rain sets up. Whoever sees rain on Thursday will see cooler temps. Whoever does not see rain, it can get pretty hot pretty fast. Same thing will be set for Friday. Same thing will be set for Saturday as well. Even sort of the same thing on Sunday. So overall, temperatures for the next 4 days are going to be the mid to upper 90s for those folks that don't see rain. And for the folks that do see rain, you'll get kind of lucky. But on the other side of things, you also see some damaging winds, some small hail, quite a bit of rainfall as well. So kind of a catch-22 there on what you want to see. But overall, temperatures look pretty darn warm. I mean, this is for Friday at 1 p.m. Not even reaching our peak heating. Paducah already showing up at 99 to 100 degrees down there. So quite the drastic difference on temperatures. So just kind of piggyback off that point, the dew points will be kind of high as well. We're talking about dew points back into the lower to mid 70s on Thursday for Western Kentucky, and then for Friday for a lot of folks, much of the same thing, low to mid 70s as well. Going to be overall, guys, super muggy, super hot. Heat indexes will be over 100 for many folks for quite a few times over the next 3 to 4 days. You'll want to make sure that you're packing a bunch of water no matter where you're going, as well as quite a bit of a sunscreen if you don't catch yourself in any rain showers. But moving on to the actual storm activity here, we're going to go through a few different models here because, of course, not every model is going to read everything correctly. But we'll go for the HRRR model at first here. It sees the storms coming in Thursday early in the morning. We're not talking about nighttime storms. We're talking about daytime storms that will pack a punch. As you can see, this model on this particular run has the storm line entering Kentucky between 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern time, and then kind of has it diving south through Kentucky throughout the late morning and early afternoon hours. You do see some rotational tracks on this here run. These little brown circles indicate some points of rotation. They also indicate larger points of hail as well. There is a risk for some folks to see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail, just like they saw this last system on Sunday. But the overall theme here, I think the tornado chance is very low tomorrow. Can't rule out a tornado or two, especially more toward the Ohio River back out here toward Western Kentucky. But overall, that threat is very low. The damaging wind threat, however, is high, as well as the chance for some moderate to large hail. So we'll want to watch out for those two things. The same thing can be said for Saturday as well. I'm going to switch over to the NAM 3K model because it can see it a little bit better. For Friday, we're looking at storms coming in again in the morning time. They kind of fade away. And then another bulk of storms will kind of move through between late morning and early afternoon for Eastern Kentucky. And those also have the chance to bring damaging winds, moderate to large hail, a low chance at tornadic activity. So we'll also go ahead and check on the GFS here. This model will be able to see Saturday for us. Now, this is not going to see Saturday perfectly. However, it will allow us to see kind of a general outlook. Well, we'll be updating this as we get a little bit closer, and short-range models can handle things a little bit better. But overall, look here for Saturday. Same general idea. This one will be a little bit more in the afternoon, also be more widespread, and this one could bring another chance at a low-end tornado risk, large hail, and damaging winds. So you kind of see the threat levels are the same for each day. The timing is a little bit different for each day, though, and the placement for each day is a little bit different. But as we head throughout the day on the Thursday, we'll be able to tell a little bit more about what's going to happen on Friday. Same thing on Friday. As we head throughout Friday, we'll know a little bit more about Saturday. The difficult thing for these types of setups is you really don't know exactly where that line is going to set up until almost the time of the event. We have to watch boundaries. These are what we call boundary riders. They'll ride the line of dry air that's going to be pushing it from Mexico, and they'll go around that. And so we have to see where that's going to set up. We do think that's going to set up for Thursday around Paducah. So we think that these storms will ride around that and hit toward, Hopkinsville, up toward Owensboro, back over toward Elizabethtown on Thursday. Then that dry line pushes a little bit more into Kentucky on Friday, and that's why we think the main threat for Friday lies in Eastern Kentucky toward Lexington, Somerset, even close up there toward Moorhead, up toward Cincinnati as well. And so we'll just have to watch how these storms arrive because, again, we can forecast these all we want, but these types of setups, what we call MCSs, they're really hard to nail down before the actual kind of day of the event. So while we have a general good idea for Thursday, confidence lowers for Friday, and confidence lowers even further on Saturday on exact placements on where these storms will pop up and be able to push through. So you'll want to make sure that you're staying tuned to our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page at WNKWX on both of those. Make sure that you're asking us any questions as well. We'll be posting a bunch of updates for you guys, but that's kind of it for this video. I just wanted to give you kind of the general feel as to what to expect. We'll add more specific videos and more specific updates here soon, but I've been George Herbig, Chief Forecaster here for WNK. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit the subscribe button for us. Ring that bell. I'll catch you guys in the next one.